Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome to my live. Thank you for joining on YouTube. Hope everybody's ready for this beautiful Friday. Happy, happy Friday to everybody. Thank you, Love Marie, Selma, and Cycle. Thank you for being here. I'm a professional psychic for everybody who's new here. My name is Medium Shasha. I'm a medium of the heart. I'm an energy reader and I use tarot cards to get really quickly to the answers. I do breath work as nutrition are my specialties. When I'm live this summer, often on Sunday, Wednesday, and Fridays around lunch, London or Lisbon time. This is the only place where I do mini free readings. So if somebody's interested in a mini, then please be in my life. First name and specific question to be picked. They are at random, no guarantee, but I try to read as many as I can. I'm live at the same time on TikTok as well, so I use both screens to do minis. During this live, you can also have a heartfelt message for a small donation. Just read the information down in the bar below, and then you'll be next on deck. Guarantee 5-minute read for any question you have. So otherwise, minis are at random, no guarantee. Just give me a lot of energy, then for sure I'll grab your question. We always start with the collective. See what Spirit wants us to know today. Today it's all about King of Pentacles, about life, valuable things that you can see, feel, smell, and hold. This is all about wealth, growth, money, things you want, power. So spirits are saying that today all your energy is related or can be like easy connected to in those areas. So if you want to grow a business, if you want to be more strong, if you want a different reputation, if you want to be seen, heard, then today it's the day of taking actions. Okay, very, very important. Let's start seeing what Spirit has us to say about the King of Pentacles today. So today it's really important that when you hear something in an opportunity that you manifest, spirits are your guides. They are like ways and maps. They guide you wherever you want to be. You are totally responsible of your own life. You decide in your destination field where you want to go. So King of Pentacles is connected today in this collective reading, and it means that anywhere where you want to see, when you want to put your power down, where you want to have abundance in a physical part, today is the day to go and to grab it. Spirits are saying, so any message that can turn out successful, don't park it to tomorrow or next week. Take action today. If you had some messages before that you could put your foot down, you could make a difference, you could show the world who you are and claim it, then it's really important to revisit those messages and act on it. King of Pentacles means that everything to do with me, but not from an ego bride position, but because you feel you deserve it. You feel you got your stripes. You feel like I poured so much into it. So now finally it's mine. So things you did for free, things you did for something that you didn't get any emotional satisfaction, any growth satisfaction, any nurturing satisfaction, any money satisfaction, you need to start having these conversations with those commitments that you have. If it's also not feeling leveled anymore, that you feel you're pouring too much and you're getting too little, this today is the time to have those conversations, to tackle those problems, because this is where you are mastering, that's where you're shining. Everybody in this collective, this is today your day. So remember, it's the day of the King of Pentacles. So it's me, but not from resentment, not from shyness, not from hateful, from believing in what you deserve, knowing what you give and pour into, and really look at it if it's equal. And if what you get back is not equal, today's the day not to shut up, but to speak out. So good luck, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Happy Friday, everybody. Thank you for being in my live. Hi, Veronica, Anna's Art Live. I saw you too. Thank you for joining. Okay, today is Happy Friday. I'm a professional psychic for everybody who's new here. I do this work 30 years, only on TikTok and YouTube. I'm live this summer often on Sunday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. This is the only place where I do mini free readings. So if somebody needs something to know, then please put your first name and specific question in the comment box. I choose them at random, no guarantee, but I try to read as many as I can. So if you have any question, more like specific upon to this collective that will be more for you, then please don't be shy, ask away. If you want to be next on deck and have a 5-minute heartfelt message, then please follow the instructions down in the bar below on YouTube or on TikTok. Go to my bio. First and second option in my link trees will explain you how to get those attentions. Okay, so let's start doing minis. I choose them at random, no guarantee. I can only pick the ones I see, so I'm sorry if you need to retype them. And of course, I'm drawn to energy, so the people who give me the most, that will be the first I pick. Okay, let's see who's here. Love Marie. Hi, sweetie. Happy Friday. What will be the reaction of F if I break up with him? Will he feel relieved and happy? I'm getting that at this moment it will give him some relief, because at this moment he doesn't really want to be stuck in a one-on-one relationship. He doesn't feel like he's ready to give his full commitment. Selma. Hi, Shasha. What is there for me with respect to job opportunities? I mean, let's see, sweetie. There are many, so it's just one card. I see that you have all new opportunities at this moment. It's like everything you visit, you need to revisit. New things are coming this week. So from Monday, keep an eye on all the opportunities where possibilities can be posted, because some new stuff is on its way. Zach, good morning. Is Jay still interested in me? Let's check, sweetie. One card. I'm getting yes. Still wants to make it more than it is. Oh yeah, you can also give the car. Anna, anything from Suddenly for me, please? Yes, let's check. Thank you for being my top 1 viewer, sweetie. I'm getting that you need to connect again to your higher self. Hi, sweetie. And that's really the most important. Spirits are saying you need to be, you are star quality. You're a person to be seen, to be shining, to have something to say, to be addressing groups. And it's really important that you don't give up on that dream and that you start taking action. And as we know that today is the King of Pentacles energy during this collective, so if anything you can make a step today in that direction, then please do so. Paige, do I live in my forever home? Do you live in your forever home? Let's check. I'm getting no. Something else will will pass by in the future, and you will feel like that's more what I want. Esther, does Sonny have positive thoughts about me? I'm getting no. Saying goodbye. Veronica, has we been missing me? Heard we haven't talked. No, he's very on his own. He wants to be on his own. He doesn't feel like having a connection, or is not claiming to want one. Claudia, is it over between me and S? I'm getting it's time out. This person can't really like let you go. They always need to keep an eye on you, but they don't want to be physically like together. I'm getting that they feel like they can't commit at this moment, but they don't want to let you go. So at this moment, they just need a time out. That's what I'm getting, a time out. Just give me a second. I don't know. Veronica knows. She gave me one Wednesday. Veronica, what was the car's name? Do you know that? Let's see who's next. Mizelle. Hi, will be successful as a Avon ambassador. Of course. like you're meant to be. Keke, hello Sasha, how are you? I'm doing great, thank you. Happy Friday. Does Renato feel any regret that he cut the connection with me? I'm getting no. Oh yeah, that's perfect, sweetie. No worries. Dodja, happy Friday, sweetie. Anything positive I can look forward for the rest of August? Yes, a lot of compliments. People looking up to you, copy you, want to know. So King of Pentacles collective is totally on board with your energy. So if you missed that reading, just rewind on YouTube and you can revisit that. So good things, sweetie, good things. Some so May Rao. When will my husband Shailendra get a job offer? He recently lost his job. I'm getting a new opportunity will arise really soon in the next month, and it will be better for what he left. So stay positive. Paige, may I have a message about finances, please? Of course, sweetie. I'm getting you need to manifest what you believe. So it's like you're in a situation that you give up or are very negative about it, then that's the outcome. You need to feel that you deserve it. You need to feel that, my pleasure, sweetie, that you want it, that you trust it, that you deserve it. As in the collective. I don't know if you were here with the collective reading when I started the live. If not, then just go to my YouTube channel. It's the 6th option and just rewind, or the whole live will be uploaded later on my YouTube channel. It's really very important to feel that you deserve it, to want what you are, to really understand and feel like you're pouring too much and you're getting too little back, because then spirit will guide you to a way to like rebalance that, and that's more income. Sophia, happy Friday. Sasha, what will happen with my connection with Scorpio guy? I need guidance. I'm in limbo. Let's see. I'm getting it's up and downs, and you just need to be happy when they're up and be okay with it when it's down, because you have like no impact on it. Thank you, sweetie. Veronica is next. On that, will you email your question, sweetie? So this is follow his lead. That's really important. Follow his lead. You have no, it's like this person has an energy that goes up and down, and the best way is to go with that and to understand that that's the max this person can give, and then enjoy it instead of being frustrated. Sometimes other people need to take the lead, and you just need to go with the flow. And if that's not what you want, then you need to choose to close that door and go in a different direction and find somebody that is more or has the same energy levels as you, or is more constant. That's up to you. This person just can't offer more. That's what I'm getting. Mpumi, where are you, sweetie? Mpumi wants a heartfelt message. So yeah, there she is, Dukes. If somebody else wants a heartfelt message, then please go to my bio on TikTok. First and second option in my link tree is explain you how, or read the bar below on my YouTube channel. Okay, Mimi, let's start doing that. Your reading. M and I are always in the and off cycle. I am officially fed up now. Oh my God, sweetie. I broke up with him. How to show him that I'm serious this time? Okay, how can you show this person that now it's done? So that's what you want. So you need to really close that door for yourself. The first energy that I'm getting, and that's an image, is you need to visualize to shut that door. You need to visualize you both in like 2 rooms that connect, you there, him there, and you need to like push him to the other room and close that door, because that's really important. Energy is everything, and with him, he really picks up on energy. If there's any hesitation or any like crack or opportunity, he'll just find a whistle way, and he will really understand that this is not over. And that makes then that he's trying again, and then it makes it more difficult to close that door and to push him out, and then we get this in this situation where you want to be, and you are saying, I don't want this anymore. So the most important of it all is to really communicate, that this is the new rules, how we are moving forward. This is okay, this is not okay. So you need to lay down the new rule set, because connection there will always needs to be. That's what I'm getting in the spirit. I don't see you really having two separate lives. You will always have to communicate, but the way you need to communicate is more on a friendship level than if you really are done with this person. And then you need to put down the new rules, because this person is always trying, whistling, whatever. So communication is key. New ground rules of behaving and how to connect with each other and how not, and when, and timelines, and what is appropriate and what is expected and what is not. Yeah, if you don't want communication, you block him everywhere. That's that door closed. So you close first all the doors and you physically do it, and you just are proud of it and you feel you deserve it. And secondly, if you need to communicate with this person, then you're gonna tell them the ground rules, how communication is still possible on your terms. If he doesn't follow those rules, you just ignore. You just ignore. That's the thing. Because the most important first is to take a break from him totally. Otherwise, this person doesn't get it. You really need to show you by disconnecting you totally of that person. And then later, the thing is, once you disconnect, they just start seeing more and more your value, and they will more and more miss this soulmate connection you both have, and they will feel horrible, more and more horrible, missing you, knowing they threw something that was very valuable aside and they ruined it. And then that part of how to communicate is important, that you put down the ground rules. And I feel like you both will always love each other, but love doesn't mean is enough for a relationship. You know, there's so many other aspects that need to click as well. And at this moment, I'm seeing that you're so fed up, you emotionally don't trust him anymore, you're so often disappointed in him, so you're done. You can't see the good anymore. So you choosing this road is totally aligned with your path, what you put out, but then you need to step up and close all doors of communication. And the only way that, if there is necessity to communicate, you need to put down the ground rules, how you want to be having that communication, on which timeline, which ways, chats or email or phone or whatever. And once what they don't apply, you just ignore. And the importance of it all is starting by just not connecting, because you will need time to heal. This is really difficult for you. You love this person, only you're so disappointed that now, if you want to disconnect from him, it is the time, because you are done. You can't see his good things. He can't like swiggle his way as in the past to regain your trust. So important to keep yourself busy, to do a lot of things that you love, and keep your mind busy. You know, that's really important. And then he will understand. So he's not gonna take it lightly. So that's why you need to be strong in your shoes. Your 5 minutes are past. You are hurt here. So remember, you are here and this is the world. So he needs to see you as a very small little, yes, like mark in a bigger world. And if he needs to go to you, he needs to travel, and he needs to really prepare, and he needs to keep himself to rules to connect with you. So you need to distance yourself totally from this person. I hope it helps, sweetie. And I'm so sorry that in this situation you still need to do all these things. I'm so sorry, sweetie. So good luck. Good luck. And thank you for your trust. Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to my life. I'm a professional psychic. My name is Shasha. I do this work 30 years, only on TikTok and YouTube. This summer I'm live often on Sunday, Wednesdays and Fridays. Next week I will not be live on Wednesday because I need to be in Lisbon, but maybe another day. So just keep my posts aside, so notice them, so I'll write when I'm live. I'm always live around lunch, 1, 2 o'clock Lisbon time, so you know that. I had it with him. Yes, I see it in the cards, and that's why it's now the time. So you can be strong and you can stay and keep your foot down. So good luck, sweetie. If somebody wants a mini, that's the only place where I do minis, when I'm live on TikTok and YouTube at the same time. First name and specific question. I choose them at random, no guarantee, and I try to read as many as I can, but give me a lot of energy, then for sure I'll grab your question. If you want a 5-minute dedicated that I just did for Meme, then please go to my bio on TikTok. First and second option in my link tree explain you how, or read the instruction in the bar below. Okay, next on deck is Veronica. Veronica, thank you for the roses, sweetie. And then I have D. Veronica, let's see, Veronica. Let's start your 5-minute heartfelt message on your question. Where are you, sweetie? Just let me know. There she is. Okay. Hi, Shasha. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, sweetie. Thank you for my beautiful reading on Friday. It brought me a lot of strength and I felt very held by spirit. It was very needed. Thank you. Oh, my pleasure, sweetie. It's been a month since I've heard from V. Of course, I'm hurt about it. How has he been feeling about me? Does he still feel a connection with me? Does spirit possibly see us reconnecting in the future? Thank you for everything. Okay, let's go into the relationship with what's first going on with Mr. V. Okay, Mr. V is recuperating from a fall back. It was really bad. It was like life changing. So if you felt in the last months like you were suffocating, you probably felt him, because you are soulmates, and I do see that connection. So I feel a kind of suffocation happening in the last 4 weeks. He's recuperating from that. Again, not a doctor, but that's what I'm seeing. That's the image I'm getting. Yeah, that's what I'm picking up. So you know how long that was, and then you know, I do see hospitalization. Yes, you have to feel it really extremely. That's what I'm seeing. Spirits are saying that he needed to get to this rock bottom to start understanding that his lifestyle is not helping him out. I'm feeling that he's in the care of his family now. So I don't know if he's still in a medical care system, or but connecting family. So something happened to him, and seeing then the connection to you, I only see a spiritual connection. I don't see an emotional or physical connection that happened in the meantime, because he was struggling for his life and went through a lot. Anyhow, he's gonna get through this, but it's gonna take some time. I'm getting that at this moment, finally he's getting good news on whatever happened, so he feels better and he knows that he will be okay. So this is unfolding now. So this guy is going through a lot, went through a lot, and is still going through a lot, and only spiritually connected with you. That's why you had to feel this episode, yeah, this happening. That was very uncomfortable. What I'm seeing at this moment, he has so many other priorities. I'm seeing that the only thing and his highest priority at this moment, yeah, is to get better, and it's like whatever got broken is not like fixed in one day. So it's step by step moving forward is what I'm seeing. It is his highest priority. Sometimes he craves like to have an emotional, heartfelt message or so from you, to give him some hope or something. Is maybe something you could like help him with. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. So he, I don't see him in a situation of giving you anything or acting on anything, um, except sending him a lot of uh, positive energy, and send him a lot of healing energy, and maybe a kind message. That's really what I'm getting. That's the only things that you could like do from his side. I don't see anything. I do see that how he's gonna move forward. Yeah, he's in a role of not able to initiate anything, not able to create anything. Um, he's in a survival mode. That's what I'm getting. So if you want to change the connection that you're having now, the only possibility is to take action yourself. That's the only thing I'm seeing. There's like no other possibility, or other thing that you can ask of this situation, my sweetie. I'm so sorry. That was your 5 minutes. Let's pull an oracle card still on this situation. Tomorrow is another day. Yeah, that's what also I'm getting. He lives from day to day, busy with whatever he needs to conquer and feel better. So yeah, I understand. Maybe sending positive videos to him for him to see. Yeah, yeah, something like that. That's the only that would be a great start to this connection again in an easy way for him, that he can then like step back into this communication when he's more energized. So yeah, and I feel like whatever, yeah, keep it very simple. And whatever he went through, the image that I'm getting, sweetie, because that's why I'm a bit looking around, because I'm getting like a lot of images, is like he's very, so I don't know, the whatever he went through, like his head had a shake, so he's a bit confused, and he's a bit like, he needs like time to realize where he is, and he needs like time to know what is going on, so he's a bit slow in the head. So that's why, very simple. So you're picking up, great. Yeah, what you're saying, I totally agree. I pick up on that energy as well. So yeah, that's what I'm having. So good luck, sweetie, and thank you for your trust. Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome to my live. Thank you for being here. Hope everybody's doing great. Happy Friday. My pleasure, sweetie. I'm a professional psychic. My name is Shasha. I do this work 30 years only on TikTok and YouTube. This summer if I'm live on Sunday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. This is the only place where I do mini free readings. So if somebody wants a mini first name and specific question, the time when I'm live, that's often around 1-2 p.m. GMT +1. So it's London, Lisbon time. But I always post messages nearly every day, so please keep an eye on it. If it's different, I will let you know. Next week for sure, I won't be live on Wednesday because I need to be in Lisbon, so maybe another day. So just keep your eye on my posts and give me some comment, give me some love. It really helps me grow on social media. Mini reads are at random, no guarantee. I try to read as many as I can, and of course, if you want a heartfelt message, as Veronica wanted, then you need to read the instruction in my bio. That's my picture on TikTok, first and second option in my link tree, or you can see the instruction on YouTube in the bar below. Then you get a 5-minute heartfelt message for free on any question you want, and dedicated, and you'll be next on deck. So next on deck is D. Where is D? D. Thank you for your double coffee. D, where are you, sweetie? You're next. Hello, Lisa. Thank you for joining my live. There she is. Let's go straight to your double. Okay. Hi, Shasha. Please help. Oh, yes, of course, sweetie. That's why I'm here. I have an event to attend in the same city that O lives in, but don't think I should reach out first and just do me. Should I just wait for him to reach out first? Okay, let's see what's going on here. I think we need to start with how he's seeing you at this moment, because yeah, at this moment, this person is really enjoying life. He's all out and about. He wants to be seen. He wants to be adored. So, yeah, he feels like a star. So he's living a life, feels like he has control over everything. Really holiday spirit. Don't really want to like have too many like appointments, just want to live the day to day. So I'm seeing that this person at this moment is enjoying life, Desma. So what it will happen if you reach out? When you reach out, for sure, it always gives him a kick, because then he knows that you're still like him, and that really touches his soul, and it makes him feel like, yeah, somebody like me, and he's in this mood of, it's summer holiday, want to be seen, want to be an actor kind of energy. So yeah, it will really stroke his ego in a good way. I do feel like he really wants to reconnect with you, because he does misses the emotional connection you both have. And for sure, whatever you ask him, he will be totally on board. What happens if you don't tell him anything and you just bump into this person? Then he will be shocked. He can't plan things ahead, and I do feel like he doesn't like to be surprised too much. So what I'm picking up on is not telling him. You see more the real deal instead of this persona that he's now. Personally, I'm getting frustration and annoyance if you would see him in his persona of the movie star having a great summer life, wanting attention of everybody, and being yeah, very macho. So yeah, you'll see that he will, when he sees you and he didn't plan on it, he will just be him. You know how he is, you know him very well. I do see that he will be very attracted to you, and he can't have a defense system in place because you didn't tell him, so he needs to deal with it, and he's always very attracted to you. I do see that will really, yeah, his reaction will create that for you to have a better time with this person. I do see you still having the possibility to reconnect with him, whatever way you choose to connect with this person, to tell them ahead or to go. I do see that you will bump into each other if that's what you want. If you don't, then you really need to keep an eye open and duck not to see this person. I feel that it's like a small village, so everybody knows everybody. I do see that you could just pick up where you left with what you know from each other, because I do feel like there's a lot, you have a lot of past information, and moving forward you always disconnect, or he ghosts you always on kind of moments. And what I'm picking up on is it's something that you could address this time. You could address the ghosting, why he disconnects. And I think that even not being together or whatever, I don't think that that's so much important for you this time. I feel like you don't care as long as you get some answers of his behavior. It's like this relationship never really took off, never really ended. It's just there, and he visits it whenever he wants it, and he disconnects from it. And you try to get control of it or something, but it just doesn't succeed it yet, because he just doesn't see it or want to see it. So, and I think that it is because he's just not mature enough. I feel like it's a very scary person that when you put too much pressure on it, it's like their brain freezes and they just don't remember it anymore, or don't want to have it in their life, so they don't need to like address it or something. So the ghosting is more not to deal with it, but because he's not dealing with it, he doesn't understand the consequences that it has for you, because he's always the one leaving and you're the one staying. So I think the most important of this connection, when you see this person and you have the opportunity to have a drink together, is to really explain him how and what it does with you emotionally. You can just say, listen, we don't need to be together, and if you need a break, but just address it, give a timeline. Why, when leaving me in limbo, it's just it gives me pain, it gives me grief, it gives me frustration, it makes me not liking you so much anymore. I think that these are things that you should be able to tell him, and I don't know how he's going to deal with it. Cards are saying he will deal with it, because it will give him an aha moment, because he's just not aware of it. And if you can give like physical examples what it does to you, he will understand and feel sorry. But in the worst case, if you don't believe that and you think he will not address it and he will just like run away from it, because when things get hard or when I make my point, he ghosts me, your body hearing you say that to this person is already healing, because this relationship is for him positive, but for you these moments are toxic. You start being hesitant about you start thinking something's wrong with you, and that's totally not what this relationship should be or what it's about. So it isn't a toxic relationship, because he's a child and you see him as a grown-up, and when he acts as a child you take it personal, it becomes toxic for you, and that's not good. So if you want a future with this person, you can tell him ahead, or you can't, because you will connect and he will be drawn to you, and you will have the ability or the possibility to want to have a sit down, and you will have the opportunity to speak up when he behaves that way, what he does to you, and that's healing. Whatever his reaction is, just for you, that you see it, that you claim it, that you are honest about it, that your body's hearing that you're stepping up for you, you know. But the most important is that you need to see that you're not a part of the problem. The relationship is what it is, and it always ends up where it is because you give him the lead. So it means that he's not capable to take a lead in a relationship, because even if he had the lead and whatever, he didn't want to connect with you, or he thought you were too bossy, or he thought you was too high maintenance, he would have the proper way to bring that across, or talk about it, or give before something is like a deal breaker for him. We'll bring it up so we can work around it, or could hear if you were okay to change or something. And all these qualities were never there. So putting him in this leading role and seeing him as a leader and giving him the power of decision, how to move forward in a relationship, not in a relationship, as friends, as acquaintances, as enemies, I don't care, whatever you want, you need to take the lead, because you need healing here. And I think that once you take the lead, this relationship can work. But the problem is you're not brought up this way, or you think that you believe in fairy tales, that how people portray things. But taking the lead doesn't need to be a dominant person. It can also be taking the lead by kindness, by giving good consultations, by, talking about things, bringing things up, So yeah, that's what I've got. So I hope you dare to take the lead in this connection when you meet this person by showing your face and seducing him to a conversation where you finally can speak your truth. And the oracle card that I'm getting on your reading is no obligation to take advice from others. See, you need to tell what you feel. This is the first step of healing, and I think that should be what your intent is to this weekend, and I think then everything's gonna go great. Thanks, Shasha. When will he reach out to me? I'm feeling that days. I don't get like a special date, so I'm getting days. So probably knowing, it's like everybody knows, he always gets the message. And once he gets that message, he will move on. So it's like he will hear something and then act. That's what I'm getting. I hope it makes sense. He will hear something and then act. That is what I've got. So probably somebody will tell him, or you will see somebody that he knows or something. I think via. Thank you so much for your trust, sweetie. And good luck. And really be ready to speak out. Hello, everybody. Welcome to my live. Thank you for being here. I'm a professional psychic. I'm doing this work 30 years, only on TikTok and YouTube. This summer, I'm often live on My Pleasure, sweetie, on Sunday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Always around lunch, 1-2 o'clock p.m. Lisbon or London time. If you want to know when I'm live, then please follow me or subscribe, because I always post, and I post nearly every day a message, a collective or whatever. So please give some comments and some love to my posts. It really helps me. If you want a one-on-one with me, I work every day. Just go to my bio on TikTok. That's my picture. You can just book them there. 20 minutes, 40 or 60. The same. Just read the instruction in my bar below on YouTube. I also wrote a book, Dear Universe, Where is My Exit? This is self-help spiritual book. Step by step, every chapter is packed with exercises and examples, so you can like work your way to a better manifester, understand how spirit world works, and get better connection with your heart, because spirits are a navigation system and they communicate via feelings. And when we have some painful or some trauma, we just can't get to that space, we don't hear them, and then we go through life with one eye instead of three eyes, so it's more complicated. Okay, so if you're interested in that, please, it's available in all Amazon stores. You can buy it as paperback or as Kindle. All information is also in my bio, or you can DM me or send me an email if you need to know anything. When I'm live, I do heartfelt messages as mini free readings. If you want a heartfelt message, as I just did for a few of you, then please go to my bio. First and second option in my link trees are with to get one. It's dedicated 5-minute minimum read about any question you want, and you're next on deck. If you want a mini, then it's first name and specific question. I choose them at random, no guarantee, but I try to read as many as I get. Of course, I'm drawn to energy, so the person who gives me the most, that's the first person I read. Okay, at this moment, I have a heartfelt message for Meme and Pumi. Where are you, sweetie? You're next on deck. If somebody else still wants a 5-minute mini, then please get yourself on my list in the next 15 minutes. Okay, where are you? And Pumi, there she is, Dukes. Meme, let's go to your heartfelt message. Meme, now I have to tell my family and all people we are connected to. What annoys me is that my family, his family, and our mutual friend think that he is amazing person and I am the problem. Why is that so? Okay, let's go. Let's go. Okay, the first message that I'm getting is, while I'm laying the cards, and I'll go straight to the cards afterwards, but the message that I'm getting is he's always complaining. You know, people have an opinion what they hear. They're not in your relationship. So the first step is that you need to start understanding that you don't need to like sell or manipulate or want to change people's opinion. It's, you know, everybody has their opinion because everybody has a connection with them. You just need to stop like wanting to change people's view or feel lonely because they don't meet your views. This is about growing up. And growing up and wanting to start your own business and all these things, you need to start getting some elephant skin, as in Holland we say, on those topics. The importance is, it's often when somebody is always whining about somebody, then people assume that that person is the problem. The same is with you. You don't whine. You are very correct, and then you get actually punished by the person that's constantly whining. Second point is people are not 24/7 in this connection with this person. They just meet them a few hours and then they're like happy and lovely, and they think that that person is all the time like that. So the problem is that people meet people and write a whole book who that person is, and then you live with that person and you're like, yeah, but that's like totally not that person. So you have two ways to go about it. You can like take a red marker as a teacher and start correcting all those books with all the family and friends and whatever. Or you can say, I'm just gonna tell them how it is, and when I get a reaction, then you say, yeah, I'm so happy you saw the good part of him, and I'm so happy that you not knowing this means that I'm not a whiner. You can answer differently than what people are expecting you, and that's not fighting for it, because you will never win, because you're already -3, because and then you'll see that people will think different, and that's mostly what I do, and I think that's the way you should do it. You're the one being with this person, you're spending the most time with this person, you're seeing this person in all kind of daylights that they didn't, also in the more discomfortable situations. You need to, yeah, fall together and do it together. So these people don't have those experiences. So their experiences is based on what this person says and how they behave when they're connected to each other. So instead of fighting, just give them insights, not wanting them to be on board, but just be happy for them and tell them you're happy they know this good version of this person. And then if people still are complaining, then I say, but if that person is as you see that person, and you know me, of course I would never leave, or I would never close the door. So, duh. And if then they don't see that, then they don't know you. And that gives then again a message to you that you're not putting yourself out there to people that you expect they know you in the right way. You play the tough person, you play the protector, you toughen up when you're with these people because you're not showing your vulnerability. So the only way to learn from this situation and to have the support, and not that people see him but you can't correct it, but with the next person you meet, it's whining about this person all the time. But then you need to change your character. And is that something you want? These are all insights in your life and all understanding how people click. And you come from a fairy tale way of life that you think that everything was going like that. And today, by taking and choosing you, you see that the world doesn't click the way that everybody's telling and pretending that it is. So the most important is that you need to react to people, because they are going to react, already, in a way that they don't expect you to. So don't get angry, don't get frustrated, because that's what you do when you feel that people don't hear you, don't get you, and then you come across as a difficult person, and the other person is always positive and whining about you, so nobody's annoying him, so nobody knows that side of him. So the importance now is that you have peace with your decision, and you are 100% behind how you're going to move forward. And when you then address that, you speak out as the examples I gave you, and you'll see that people will turn around really quickly, because this is a person that made up her mind. This is a person that speaks out from calmness, and this is a person that is not easy to manipulate. People don't want you to break up because it means they won't see him anymore, and you will complicate their life. So of course they're not jumpy into that idea, but that's life. I mean, yeah, you made that decision. It's your right. And they just need to deal with it. And that they're not really happy with that because they know only the fun person. I get that too. So you need to have grace for that as well. You know, you are, with your decision, you create difference in their life. They didn't ask for it. So, all by all, have grace for the people. At least I already told my mom I never get vulnerable with my family. Yeah, and you don't need to be if you don't want to, but then you need to react as I gave you some examples, because then they will be like, and then they will leave you alone. So this is really, by and secondly, why, and we're already nearly on 7 minutes, but I really want to tell you that why you need to tell them all and why it's so complicated is really you telling the world, I'm done. It's like you need to go through all those layers, you need to address all those people, you need to go through all those energies to really tell your body and your mind and your heart and your spirits, I'm done. So it helps you on the end as well. So good luck, sweetie. I'll pull an oracle card on your reading, and that is game over. That's very suitable. So take a picture of that. And if somebody has something to say, just say game over with him. Game over. So this is also part of growing up, my girl. It's all part of growing up. So see it as a as also a schooling tool for yourself, Everything that you're going through is also to grow. Yes, you need to make it your wallpaper. Yes, you do. Oh, so funny. Okay, hello, everybody. Welcome to my live. Thank you for being here. I'm a professional psychic. My name is Shasha. I do this work on and off for 30 years. Only this summer on TikTok, I'm live on mostly on Sunday, Wednesdays, and Friday. Next week, I'll only be live on Sunday and Friday, and maybe another day, but I'll let you know in my posts. So please follow me so you know. Veronica, yes, you're next. You want a dedicated message, a heartfelt message? Then please send me an email with your question. If somebody else still wants a heartfelt message today, then go to my bio. First and second option in my link trees are explanations how to get one. Thank you. You want 10? I'll put you for 10 minutes. No problem, sweetie. If somebody else wants still a heartfelt message, then just go to my bio on TikTok. That's my picture first. And second option in my link, please explain you how. If you're watching on YouTube and wants dedicated minimum 5 minutes on any question, heartfelt message, then please read the instruction in the bar below. Okay, in between, I do mini free reading. So if somebody wants a mini, it is at random, no guarantee, but I try to read as many as I can. Put your first name and specific question in the comment box. I'm waiting for Veronica's question because she's next on deck once I have her question. Somebody else still wants to be next on deck for sure, then go to my bio. First and second option in my link trees explain you how. If you want a one-on-one with me via Teams, they can be every day. Just go to my bio as well. You can purchase 20, 40 or 60-minute readings with me, or a pre-record is also possible every day. Or you can, of course, if you want to do something still in your holiday, you can buy and read my book, Dear Universe, where it's my exit to the self-help spiritual book explaining how spirit works and how to be a better manifester, or to heal, or to feel better, or to be more you. It's full packed with exercises to help you, and I'm holding your hand via the book to get you where you want to be. All of my books are available on Amazon stores, and every Amazon store. So please check out my bio or the Amazon store close to you where you live, and you can buy it as Kindle version or as paperback. Okay, mini reads. Let's go. Love Marie. Hi, Sasha. Last month, 2 doors in our home mysteriously locked by itself for 2 consecutive days. Are these spirits playing with us? I was not scared. I was just weirded out. Yeah, I feel like somebody's messing with you. It wasn't spirit. Somebody's messing you. It's a person that did it and doesn't want to speak out. So find out whom. Sarah, hello. Does GA want to reconcile with me? I'm getting at this moment not. They don't see why they would. They don't see the positives. They're totally like locked on everything that goes not their way. Hi, Shirley. Been dreaming of pulling weird things out of my nose. What spirit's saying? 3 nights now. Oh my god, that's a weird dream. That's a weird dream. Oh, you're scared of the future. You're scared of the future. Hi, Sylvia. Thank you for joining. Caroline, any message for me? Thank you for being my top 3 viewer. A positive message is on its way, Caroline. Paige, when will my finances be stable and thriving? I'm getting never. It's just only getting better and better and better. But when it's better, you want more. And if it's better, you want more. So it's something like keeping moving upwards. So what I'm getting is getting better. Yeah. You have the Wheel of Fortune and the world. Chanel, will any of my diamond jewelry sell this month? Let's check. Well, any diamond jewelry will sell this month. I'm not getting that. I'm seeing that's gonna be more in the fall. Will I meet someone this year? Tracy, let's check, sweetie. I'm getting yes. But it's like somebody's still in a relationship that really likes you. It needs to end it first. Any message from me, Phoebe? Yes, of course, Phoebe. Let's check. I'm getting, you need to be more in the sun. So it means you need to show yourself more. You need to be out and about. It's like you're in a situation or in your life at this moment, you're always choosing to be in the back. Step on the front. Life starts when you are in the spotlight. That's what I'm getting. Rikela, a message, please. Of course, sweetie. And thank you for being my top 1 viewer. Ooh. Somebody likes you, but it's emotionally challenged. So know that. Thank you, Meme. Will you email my question or do you just write it down? Let me know what you want. So somebody really likes you but has difficulties emotionally to show it to you. So maybe look around and take the first step. Christina, how will the rest of August be for me? Let's check, sweetie. I'm picking up, oh, creative. You need to say yes to creative or be creative. Go about it creative. Yo-yo, will John ever going to come forwards? We can fix things. Will he ever come forwards? You can fix things. I'm getting no. For him, this was really the end. I'm sorry, sweetie. So let it go and open something, your heart to something new. You know, that's really important. Veronica, thank you for your question. I'll do your connection now. And Meme wants general. Okay, I'll do you after Veronica, okay? Somebody else who wants a heartfelt message, it's the time to go to my bio, first and second option, if you want a 5-minute dedicated for sure during this live. If you want a mini free, that's possible as well. Just keep putting your first name and specific question and give me a lot of energy, but they are at random, no guarantee. If you want to be next on deck and get 5-minute minimum dedicated a reading from me on any question you want, then you need to go to my bio, first and second option in my link tree, okay? Otherwise, just Minnie's first name and specific question. I'm gonna go to Veronica and then I'll go straight to Meme, okay? Veronica, you're here, sweetie? Veronica, where are you, my girl? Veronica. There she is. Let's start your 10 minutes. Hi, Shasha. I appreciate you, beautiful energy, so much. Oh, you're so kind, sweetie. I'm so happy you're back in my life. Tomorrow is my daughter's 9th birthday. Congratulations, my sweetie. She's having a birthday party with her friends. Ah, that's so nice, but so stressful for parents. Hey, Camille, thank you. You're number 3. Thank you, sweetie. Let's see. May I please hear from my mom? I know she has been with me this summer more so than ever, holding my hand. Does she have anything else that she wants to tell me? Got you. So we're gonna, yeah, a lot of planning. And also, you know, when when it doesn't work out or people get annoyed, you need to find this way to turn it around, but it's gonna be okay. Also, last night I fell asleep and I left my phone open. My daughter never does this, but she went through my phone and saw I sent messages to friends saying how miserable I am with my husband. It's not a secret anymore to anyone except for my daughter, but I know she knows, yeah, subconsciously. I told her it was spam and she said, okay, but I know she doesn't believe me now. Why did it happen? What is my lesson here from spirit? Thank you. Okay, let's go to your mother first, okay? Okay. Your mother is saying that she's feeling that you went through lives for such a long time, not from an emotional level. It's like you were always hiding something and you couldn't be like truthful yourself. And because you couldn't be truthful yourself, you always were thinking with your head when you communicated or when you wrote an email or when you called somebody or when you talked to somebody or when somebody asked you a question. So your mother feels like because you were so much in your head, because you were overthinking everything before you dared to express yourself, even how you looked, everything. You were always covering up something. You were always playing a role. Veronica is a character in a movie. That is what she's telling me. No. So now the series or the cyclus of series are finished and it's time to be back you. It's a bit, she's showing me, I don't know why. Did she like soaps or something? Because she's showing me like somebody going to their job and acting being like a police person, even they're not, they're just an actor. But doing that for years and years and years, because it's like a show that comes every day and goes on for years. And you become that person after a while. You are married to somebody and you have kids in that series. So yeah, but oh yeah. So what I'm picking up on is she's showing me this, that you need to evolve back to you, and you do that being creative. And she's speaking about soaps. So do you have any interest to make soap, to create soaps, to sell soaps, to something with smells, or maybe perfumes? Or she wants you to start something with that, being busy with smells, because she believes that the only way to kick out of this version that you were in this series for years to now that it's over, this version of Veronica doesn't exist anymore, and the real Veronica needs to continue. Something creative will help you with smells and something where you're passionate about. And she's showing me soap. I don't know why. Soap, soap, soap. So I hope you know what she means. She's saying that when you speak to people that you had to play somebody else towards to, you don't have the capacity, you're not capable, you don't have the capacity to be like empathic with these people. And it hurts her to see you this way because you are a very empathic person. So she sees that you are very hurt. It's interesting because I have been feeling called to being creative to get out of this. Yes, I had to play someone else. So yeah, I didn't feel safe to, yeah, got it. So now at this moment, you can be yourself and you are safe. That's what really the message she wants to bring across. The problem is being yourself. You don't know anymore who that is, in her opinion. Just her opinion, huh? You do you. And she believes by doing something creative connected with smells and soaps, because you like that, will help you find the real you. Thank you for all the gifts, Shirley. Thank you so much. Um, and you trying to be you every day, because you have to find yourself again. Um, and having grace with the people that made you be somebody else, because I think that what she means, if I'm putting it a bit in the right timeline, she means that you will start getting resentment towards people that pushed you to be not who you could be after a while, when you find more again who you are. And that would be a problem for your daughter on long term. So I think that's her message a bit, if I see those things, and if I sticking them all together. And I've been trying to figure out how to more creative. Yes, I'm feeling mad at everyone right now. Yeah. And the problem is, you're just gonna feel more mad in the process of finding yourself, because it's gonna be like tough and it's a lot of work. And then you think like, oh my God, how could people who pretend to love me or pretend to protect me get me so far away of me? And then you get you get even more resentment towards these people. But you you let that happen, and everything comes for a reason. Yeah. And everything comes for a reason. So you can also look at it like, why am I so stupid? And why didn't I trust myself? And why didn't I believe in myself? Because now, out of this reaction, or the sensitivity that people could use you, because they did, and that's totally wrong. There's nothing, but it does give you also an insight how stupid you were, not trusting yourself. And from that energy, if you push through, you need to start trusting yourself, because not trusting yourself, trusting others that on paper knows everything and will be the best for you, gave you the worst life you could imagine. I know I have myself to blame, but also seeing everyone. Yeah, you don't have to blame yourself. It's just an aha moment, because what they did to you is really not okay. And they there are rules. They're not stupid, and they're not, the people who did that to you are not stupid. So they know they abused you. They know that. But we can't change that. The only thing you can change is that trusting somebody is not working for you. You did that for all these years and it brought you nothing. So it should give you much more courage to trust yourself and to start just being you, and just think worse can't happen. So why would I play a part? Why will I not show who I am and do the things I want and explain that to everybody? And the next part is that everybody who hurt you, they still are connected with you and will be connected in the future as well, because you have a kid together. So they owe you. Do you get it? And knowing that they owe you, they can't owe you giving you back the self-courage you lost. They can't give you back the love that they pretended that they have for you that was not good for you. They can't give you more courage or whatever, but they can give you money. So they can pay their bills, because most people who are empathic really bad are financially very great. And empathic people often are financially not so great. So do you get it? So you need to start, and that's your mom talking through me, saying all these people who hurt you, and you becoming more yourself, and you need to pressure to become more yourself, so you know what is the bill that they owe you to pay. But you know that when you're back, you're old. Do you get it? So your highest priority is to concentrate on your healing and finding your way back to you. Learn from it to trust nobody anymore, because when you trust somebody that you think is better than you, it's worse. So you better trust yourself, because it can't be worse than that. And secondly, you'll know once you're at where you are, how much they owe you, how much they disturbed you, how much they fucked you over, how much they hurt you. Do you get it? So that's what she's saying, that should be your highest priority. About your daughter, it's time that she gets the reality. In this story, it's logical that your daughter gets that message, because to become you and to know what everybody owes you from treating you bad, you have to be you, but you need to be you with your daughter as well. And you can't just be half you. And that was a bit what you were trying. And I think that's the post that I posted 2 days ago or yesterday about trying change, but keep one foot still in the old life and not the other. I think I posted it 3 days ago or 2 days ago. I don't remember. But just check that out. It's the Compass post. That's about that. You were still with one foot in the old world for your daughter. But she's old enough and she lived it and she's spiritual enough, and your mom is with her, so she knows. So I think that happened. So she's on board, so you don't have any excuse to keep one foot in the old life anymore. Okay, that was your 10 minutes. Let's pull oracle card on your reading. I'm getting do not regret anything. Say 3 times I don't care. So this is really very specific messages for you. So you go, you fly, you start creating bills and find something artistic with soaps, with scents, with whatever, to heal yourself, and that should be your highest priority at this moment. So good luck, sweetie, and I wish you all the best, and thank you for your trust, and thank you so much, sweetie, and I'm here whenever I can help you, because you deserve this. You deserve to step up and to be you again, because you're the best person in life, for yourself, for your daughter, for everybody around you, for your dad, for your brother, for everybody. So go start shining, you know. Okay, hello everybody, welcome to my live. Thank you for being here. Everything you said is on point. Thank you. You're so kind. Thank you, sweetie. If somebody still wants a 5-minute dedicated, for sure, then you need to go to my bio. First and second option in my link tree is always explanation how to get there. Next is Camille. Camille, where are you, sweetie? And what is your question? I got you. Yeah, I got your question. So next is Camille. Somebody else wants a mini, then first name and specific question. They are at random, no guarantee, but I try to read as many as I can. If you want to be next on deck, have a 5-minute dedicated for sure. Then you have 10 minutes to go to my bio. First and second option in my link tree on TikTok explains you how to get to that position, or the bar below. Yes, you're after Camille. So I'm gonna do Camille, and then you are next. Yeah. Camille, let's start doing yours. Appa. Will me and Billy reconcile? Thank you. Okay, let's go there. Oh, what a beautiful rose. Thank you so much, Veronica. It's beautiful. Okay, what I'm picking up on, Camille, is the problem with Billy and you, and I'm getting more with Billy, is that he just emotionally checks out of this relationship. So is a possibility for reconciliation? 100% yes, but we need a break. So it's like things happened and he got an overflow in his head, and he needs to emotionally step out. It was emotionally too much. And what I'm getting from spirit is that it's very unfair for you, and because you feel like, yeah, it feels unfair, because you always there, you stay, you give, but then the answer on this situation is everybody has a different bucket. Some have big buckets and can take a lot, and some have small buckets and then it overflows. So what I'm picking up on is that Billy really likes you, is really into you, is really attracted to you, but the chaos, everything that comes with you, in his opinion, he just has a small bucket to deal with it, and then it overflows, and then he needs to detach. He needs to take a step. So it's like an allergy, you have a bucket and you can do, and then once you get an outburst when it's too much. So what I'm picking up on is this is temporarily. If you give it some space. That's why his bucket is so small. But depression is an illness, and that's very real. So what I'm picking up in energy is totally connected and can be the depression. So if he gets help, or if he gets a breath, he'll be fine, because there's like no change how he sees you, how he wants to be with you. I tried to support him, but he didn't want me to be there. No, because that support is what I'm picking up. He can't deal with that. So this is something I think that we need to be aware in relationships, and I'm doing a lot of this work already for a long time, is we can't be their mother, their therapist, their lover, their sister, their friend, their you can't be everything. You're just the things that they choose you to be. And I think the support is something he doesn't need from you, or maybe he feels like it, if you do that, then he doesn't see you anymore as an attractive, he can't combine these roles for him. It doesn't work that way. And then we need to love somebody, and out of love let them choose themselves. And I think that that's the problem. And I think if you get that, and you can address that in the future when everything is a bit calmed down and there's space, and there will be reconnection again, what I'm seeing. And there are rules and regulations that he's putting out, and you are okay and agree that even you don't feel like that's the right thing, but because I do feel you quite controlling, and I get it, because you just want him to be better, and you trust yourself more than somebody else. So I get it. But loving somebody is also trusting them to make the right decision for them. He's different. He's having a depression, you don't. How he goes through this depression, everybody goes different through that. They go through that for a reason, to learn something, if we're all spiritual in this situation, and I believe that for 100%. So you need to give them the freedom to figure it out. And what they want from you is just to be there for them, and to applaud them, and just to love them, whatever they do, and to trust them. Because in this situation, he's the man and you're the woman, and I do feel him as a manly person. So him being in a depression, you wanting to help him out being the nurse, feels like he's incompetent. So the whole relationship part falls to pieces. So the importance of it all is that give it a break. When you reconnect, ask him where he wants you and where you don't. Trust him that he can do that, and let him be feeling a man, and everything's gonna be great. But if you can't do that because you don't trust it, or it's not in you, then it's never gonna work. It will be together apart, together apart, together apart, because depression never goes away. It's an illness. People just learn ways in life to deal with it, but it never goes away. And if you keep being that part of the disease, he doesn't feel he's in a relationship with the man. And I think that will always clashes, but that's my opinion. So Spirit's giving you the advice to think very well, because you got that time, and see what works for you. You failed, so what? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Just try again. I understand that, but he didn't want to help himself. Yeah, but that's also okay. I mean, he's a grown-up. He needs to still figure something out. He still needs to understand something. And it's very painful to see somebody you love choosing something different. But love is not only bells and flowers. Love is also tough love. Love is also pain. Love is also letting somebody go and figure that out by themselves. He's a grown up. So if you can't see that suffering, then out of love, you need to protect yourself and disconnect from this person. But you can't mingle. He doesn't want that. He doesn't want mingling and relationship. So that's your playing field if you want to be with this person. And if you can't, then just you deserve the world, girl. You you you, you deserve the world. Yeah, nothing negative. You did a great job, but you're doing a too good job. I mean, I get you totally, and you're not wanting. You want to be there for him. You want him in your life, being in a relationship, and still caring for him and take care of him because you want the best. But the problem is, this person has a different view about it, and this is not you wrong, he wrong. It's how can you make it work? What are the possibilities and what not? And from that is what I hope I could explain, because you're doing a great job. You're doing a too good job. And I feel like you deserve the world and he doesn't deserve you, actually. That's my personal opinion. But whatever I feel or I think, it's your life, and it's not going to change his way of how he sees life or where he says yes to and where he says no to. So knowing how he ticks is knowing for you where you can be a part or not. And then with that information, you know to protect yourself or not. So yeah, good luck with that. This is just a lot of thinking, and that's why I think the time out is the best way to think about all this and to see what you want, because you only have one life, girl. You wake up and that day will never come back again. And I get it, we fall in love with a lot of people and we take care of a lot of people, and because you are a heart person and you're a beautiful being. But remember, you need to move on as well, and what you pour your heart in, you need to get something back, because otherwise it's depleting you. And you want to, but you can't, and then be somebody else to be with somebody. It's very complicated. So know what you say yes to, because here it's not about him. You have the menu, you're in the restaurant, and you can choose. He doesn't have a menu. He thinks he does, but he doesn't, because he has a disease. And every disease or every pain or every trauma you have, it's less options. You don't, because you go straight and you deal with your shit. And every trauma or every depression, there is a solution. And that's why you want to help him, because you see that and you do that, and you don't deal and you don't accept less for you. But it means that you are a strong person. You are an amazing person. You're a person that wants to live, but not everybody is that. And then when you are this person, you need to start understanding that a lot of people are different, and we can love a different person, but we need to understand that we are here for a reason. And when your life pace is different and they don't want to match up with that, then that's not the person for this life to be together. So they need to get a different role, like a good friend or whatever, but not your life partner, because you need somebody to move forward. So these are things to think about in this time, and you have time, because I think that it's going to take another 3 weeks before this person really reach out and is ready to have these conversations. I feel like this person really needs a break. So good luck, sweetie, and thank you for your trust. Okay, let's go to next. Meme, where are you, sweetie? Hello, everybody. Welcome to my live. Thank you for being here. If somebody still wants a heartfelt message today, you have 5 minutes to get yourself there. Just go to my bio. First and second option in my link trees are ways to get there, or you can read the bar below on YouTube. I'll do some minis after doing meme, or if somebody wants a heartfelt message, you're next on deck. So minis are for free. They are at random, no guarantee. If you really want a guarantee message before the weekend, then please go to my bio. First and second option explains you how to get one. Okay, let's go to meme. Meme. Now I have to tell my family. Oh, shoot. What is your question? You wanted general, eh? General. I'm sorry, sweetie. General. Let's go to general. I was bringing it was, yes, general. Got you. Yeah, I wrote them down, but I was reading the wrong one. Okay, so what I'm picking up on is that you need to start creating a team that supports you. And when we're talking about a team, it means like finally you need to start finding people that really knows you. So where you're at this moment is you are in a transformation. And a transformation, it means that more and more you're choosing you, or you getting in situations that you have to choose you to survive. You just can't take the shit anymore. You can't play the games anymore. You don't. So your intolerance of blah and fakeness gets really small. You have this urge of just real. So it's like you created an allergy to people who aren't real. I feel like before you had this enormous patience and kindness and tolerance for everybody who was lost or didn't want to deal with things, and they could like spread whatever they wanted on you, and you would just listen and give advice and be a mother. This mother figure is done. I think it is because you're pregnant. I think because your daughter is like, I don't want to share my mother. I think that's all connected, but that's my opinion, because I do feel that this has to do with your pregnancy. So your pregnancy is also a time that you become more you. And yeah, and fuck it. Yeah, and totally you should. So what I'm picking up on is that you need to start telling people what you need from them. So, because you need people, you can't do it on your own, but you don't want to listen to blah and be this mother figure to get something from them. So, it's the time to reinvent how to connect with human beings. Spirits is saying you have everything to do so, but in your head you feel a bit lost. So the most important of it all is you shouldn't accept anybody going behind your back. And maybe that's connected with your disconnection of this person that you want, because some people are gonna try to go behind your back. And the first step that you will have to do is, when you know that somebody is not following you the guidelines that you want that is being followed about your private life, information, a connection with others, or whatever, you will have to go and talk to them about it. So the importance here is creating boundaries and addressing boundaries when they're not kept. You're really quickly are saying, I don't want to fuss, let's go and I'll see you tomorrow. No, real friendship, real connection, real trust, a peaceful environment just to be, and for sure to raise your beautiful daughter. You need boundaries, and you need people that takes them seriously. And of course, every person can sometimes make a mistake and cross your boundary, but when you address it, they show that they're sorry, and they show that they will work harder to keep that boundary, because they want you to be happy. And everybody who doesn't, who is sneaking around, who's getting angry, who is blaming you, these people are not your friends. These people have no place in this new world that you are building to be with your daughter. And it can be family, it can be close friends from the past. You don't know. It doesn't matter which title they have. The only thing they need to, because you can choose your family when you're later, when you're older, or you can choose pieces of your family. You need somebody that understands your boundaries, so you need to be good in explaining boundaries, and you need to address when people cross them. And on their reaction, you need to give them a green card for your inner world or a red card. And that's really important now, sweetie. And I think with the choice of closing that door with that person, you will have to put a boundary down whom and how you want people to move forward with this new choice around you. And that's, again, you need to align the world as you want it to be to have peace. So that's your message. My God, that's a heavy one. Ooh, that's homework. Let's pull an oracle card on that. I'm not always an angel. No, you shouldn't be always an angel. People need to know that if they piss you off, you're not an angel. So yes, you are an angel when people take you serious and are kind to you and want the best for you. But if they misbehave, they need to know that you're not an angel. So good luck. Good luck. Okay. Hello, sweeties. Happy Friday. Somebody still wants a 5-minute heartfelt message that I just did for Dukes. Then you have 5 minutes to get yourself there. Just go to my bio. First and second option in my link trees are platforms explaining how to do so. I get it. I have to put this many people in line. Yes, I'm so sorry, sweetie. Thank you so much for your reading. A while back, you were totally right about my expecting. Oh my God, I'm so happy, Chinook. Congratulations. I wish you all the best. Thank you for keeping me in the loop. Thank you so much. Okay, who's that? Who's wanting a heart? Veronica. Yes, of course, sweetie. I'll wait for your email. Somebody else that wants a heartfelt message, please go to my bio. First and second option explains you how to get one. Okay? So many readings today. We need insights today. Yeah. It's the Pentacle King Day. Huh? That was also the post I made today in the collective. So today is really the possibility to change things in a physical part. You have that energy. So I get it, because people need some guidance to know what to do, because the outcome will be successful. So it's really important to get all those answers today. I get it, because today 10 minutes, yes, of course, sweetie. Today is the time to get that information and to act, because spirits are aligned to get a successful result for you in a physical way. So yeah, we're never so often aligned with that energy. So I totally get it. Miss Aquarius, happy Friday, Shasha. Happy Friday, sweetie. What is Mr. Vargas hiding from me? Secrets and I should be aware of. At this moment, I'm seeing that he has a friendship with somebody that he doesn't really it's lovely energy, because you have the power to create and to change things physically. So that's a lovely power to have. So I totally get that, Mimi. So that's why, yeah, you got some homework too. That is maybe not so fun, but yeah. So what I'm picking up on Miss Aquarius is that he has a friendship with a woman, I think, and he doesn't really is very open for how important that friendship is. It's just a friendship, because he thinks you will be jealous. Mama T, please, what to expect in my love life generally, and when the whole phase ends? What I'm picking up, somebody's gonna leave a message that wants to connect with you. So I'm getting via. Somebody has a friend that shows interest in you. So it's gonna take a few weeks, but I think in 2 months you will have somebody, Mama T. Or that phase ends. I'm getting that somebody's gonna send a message. So I'm getting 8 weeks. Yeah. But the problem is that it's like it starts with honesty, Mama T. I'm getting that you accept too much. You sweep a lot of frustration under the rug. You and that person thinks that everything is fine. And I think only change can happen when you put your foot down and that you are getting real. And I feel that in 8 in the next months you'll have that possibility. But it's up to you. If you still keep putting things under the rug that hurts you, that disappoints you, that breaks you, and you don't find the strength or don't think that you have the right to express that to that person, I don't see any change. They'll just keep going forward, backwards, forward, backwards, and I don't see any change happening. So this is about waiting for this moment and speaking out your truth, and then change can happen. But this person can also, it's like you think you're gonna lose him by being blunt and honest, but I don't think you're gonna lose him. I don't see that, I don't feel that. But in the worst case scenario that I'm wrong and you will, then you're better off, because this is really pain, punishment, and hell for you. You're so nice, Veronica. I'm gonna do your 10 minutes now, okay? So that's what I've got on that message, sweetie. So think about it and get the strength about it and love yourself enough to be honest. Okay, Veronica, let's start. Hi, Sasha. I'm so happy to connect with you, and I'm so thankful for energy for me. Thank you. Thank you too, Sweetie, for being here. Spirit mentioned that I'm feeling resentment towards everyone around me. That's 100% true. I hid the truth for so long, and I finally had the courage to open up to my dad, my aunt, my uncle, and even a little bit to my brother about very serious things. I can't help but feel mad and hurt that everyone knows how serious this all is, and everyone is turning their heads away, acting like they don't care and don't want to help, especially my dad. He knows the truth about my husband, and he's just turning his head to another way. In fact, he's acting like he has a chip on his shoulder with me. I know he's getting older and his mind is going a little, but I can't believe that I told him something very serious and turning around and saying things to me like I didn't happen, downplaying the whole thing, trying to complete signing my husband. Oh my God. I think he's viewing me as an ex-wife. I have nobody in my corner, and I'm 100% seeing that I have to dig myself out of this. Any guidance from Spirit about this, Sasha? Does Spirit think my dad will eventually come around and help me? Okay, let's see. The first thing is that everybody's gonna turn around, but you need to give it time. You know, you went through this for years. You pretended something else for years. Then at once you dropped the bomb. These people have difficulties to understand how you could live this life for such a long time and keep them out of the loop and pretend that everything is fine. I mean, they couldn't. And you need to be a saint to be, because you know it's not easy. So for most people who aren't you, most people don't know you because you always were another version of yourself. So one way, they all feel like you tricked them. Even you're in this situation, not, yeah, you are the victim in reality, but for these people you're not, because you were not honest with them. And when people think that they know you and they find out, and that's often, for example, when people say that they are gay or they have a fetish that they never shared, or a marriage that pretend to be fantastic isn't, of a child that they pretend that they gave birth to was adopted or whatever. People feel like the trust is broken. And people always, and sure, those people, what I'm picking up on, they feel like they know everything and they're the best. And that's your dad, for sure. And then they didn't figure that out, and you play them. So why wouldn't you play them now? And you know, it's a lot. So you shouldn't take that personal. And you should communicate differently with these people here. Right? I understand. Yes, they all think they know everything. Yeah. So for them, the reality is what you played. And now you come with the reality, but for them, that's 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 the question mark. Secondly, you're forcing them to have a different relationship and to change their life with their granddaughter or their cousin or their brother-in-law or father-in-law, or and they don't want that because they're all at a certain age and they all have a way of life and they all have festivities they want to have and they want it to stay the same. They just don't have the energy for change. So these people are annoyed with you because if you were so unhappy, how could you shut up for years? And why now, when finally they want some peace of mind, you step up, they need to figure out to do things, to create things, to be worried about you. I mean, so yes, you speak out has influence on everybody's life. Is annoyed with, yeah, because you're annoying him. And it is. Factually, it is. I mean, factually, they're all right. Emotionally, they're not. So, this is a big lesson to everybody who's listening to this. Lying to keep the peace is the most stupid thing you can do, because the moment you come out of the lie, and how longer you wait, how horrible it is, then the lie becomes a reality, and the reality becomes a lie. I mean, everything has a timeline that jumps. So now you need to live the reality for the same time than your lie. And that's a bit what Spirit says. When you are ill and you get a wake-up call, like you get a sugar disease or you get nearly a heart attack, people throw their life around. They start eating more healthy. They stick to diets. They finally listen. They start taking supplements. And then expect in 2 months to fix whatever was broken with their heart attack, or they fix their cancer, or they fix their depression, but you didn't get it by screwing up 2 months. You got it because you were screwing it up for years. So it's gonna take you years to get back, if you can, to where you're coming from. And that's the problem. Patience is here the word. And as a human in your situation now, Veronica, because I was just explaining how everybody is, you need to be grateful. You need to have grace for everybody who was a part of the lie, and you need to build new alliances to get people to help you out of it. The help will come from new connections, and you need to have grace with your old alliance that you lied to, that you deceit, that you were not honest to. I mean, they're right, and hope they catch up in whatever time. And that's the only thing I think you can. And you should. That's the reality. I mean, I know in movies it's different, and I know in fairy tales it's different, but that's blah blah blah. That's what I'm constantly saying. Life is raw. Life is real. And this is life. And once you accept that life is raw and real, and you understand that everybody's selfish and that the body is so lazy, so we'll always choose the easy way, then you know what to expect. You're not so shocked anymore, and you know what to create for yourself to get somewhere out. I mean, you're born alone and you're gonna die alone, and probably you'll have to figure it out all alone. I mean, that's life. And then there is 2 ways that you work to be you and show that to the world, so you attract the same yous and they help you. But that's a new connection, being you, but not the live version of you or the surviving version of you, because the live version is the surviving version. I get that, but these people don't see that way. Or have money and pay people to because when you pay, they don't care, most people. So that's a bit where you're at, my sweetie. Understand, yes, they all think they know everything. My dad, and with me, yeah, yes, will give my dad more grace. Yeah, I think I need to have a sit down and serious, heartfelt conversation with my dad. I agree. Yeah, and it starts with understanding him. You know, it's like what I always say, you need to build the bridge. You have your truth, and that's the truth. And whatever you feel, that's your truth. It's your life. You lived it. That's your opinion. That's your truth. And you're 100% aligned and okay with your truth when you live through the heart. And I know you are. So that's your truth and that's your reality. But then the others, they have their own truth and the truth that is projected and their own mind and their own ideas. And again, they are not 24/7 with Eddie. They just see Eddie on a party and they see Eddie for an hour and they don't wake up next to him every day. So they think they know him, but they don't. And then you're telling them they don't know him. I mean, it's a shock because people think they know people, but they don't know them. So you need to build a bridge of kindness and acceptance and understanding and help them to get through it because you created it. So you need also to be there to help them get through it. And then at the end, you'll get the aid you want, but you're not there yet. Been skipping his feelings and I need to understand him more. Yes, they don't see him behind closed doors. No, on the bridge. So I think you need to work on the bridge and you have a way because you are kind and you love your dad. And I think with loving him a lot, giving a lot of grace, understanding how he's going through that, let him process what he's going through because for them it's also changing a lot and they also are unhappy. And I get it, the worst is you, but you still need to help process it. Thank you, Sylvia, for the roses. So all that is a lot, but it will bring you where you need to be, and that is getting the help that you deserve because they're gonna help you, but you need to give it time. And you don't need to get an answer today, and you don't need to get a solution today because you're okay today. Need a lot of extra care too. He's always been that way. Yeah, and most people are, Veronica. There's nothing. So just sleep on it and see it through their eyes, and then create the bridge. So in time, like in 2 months or 3 months, they'll see the picture as you see it, but take it with baby steps. That's what I'm getting. So I hope it helps. Okay, that was the heartfelt message for Veronica. In time, it will come together. Thank you. Yes, of course, sweetie. For the weekend, what I have, no, more next week. I'm going to Lisbon next week, and I'm going to a party next week. This weekend, I just live. My son needs to work. I have some readings to do. So, yeah, I'm mostly in weekends. I work actually when the children are free because I rather do something in the week. It's less busy. Yes, for sure. Probably. Yeah, Wednesday. So that's why I'm not going to be live next week because I need to go to Lisbon. And then afterwards, we have a party somewhere a bit further away with some great DJs. So that's going to be a busy day. So, yeah. So, and I'll be live on Sunday, of course. And we have Formula One in Zandvoort. So that's fun. So yeah, and my daughter fell today from her horse, so she'll be probably a bit stiff tomorrow. So we need to deal with that as well. So yeah, life just continues. And go swimming probably. I love swimming. The weather is every day. Yeah, she really took a serious fall today. She didn't slide off. She really was thrown off. So first time falling, so really falling. So she was a bit dazzled. Yeah, she's just has some problems with her leg, and of course she needs to like deal with the whole aftermath, but she's gonna be fine. But yeah, that's horseback riding. I know, fell a lot of times, so it belongs to that. But yeah, so she's a bit, so she will not be so easily to move around. So maybe do some kayak. Yeah, I did some kayak, so that was fun. So maybe do that again. Live the day to day. Live the day to day. Okay, I'm gonna do 5 minutes and then I'll go off live. So if somebody still wants a mini first name and specific question, I'll choose 5 of them and then I'll see you all on Sunday. I'll probably live around 1, 2 p.m. GMT, Lisbon, London time, but probably I'll post for sure when I'm gonna be live, so be aware of that. Poppy Cave, I've started a self-cleansing ritual for luck. How everything looking for me between September and October months. Let's see, and congratulations. Oh, 2 of Wands, you're creating a new outcome for your life that will be positive. Yeah, me too. I hope that she gets better too as well really quickly. Bukola, please, does my husband still involved with me? He has a baby mama now, thinking he's choosing her. Let's see, is he still interested in you? Getting yes, because the friendship and the emotional connection is much stronger with you than the baby mama. Samita, what can I expect with Marco? Anything I can do to make it better? I'm getting, just go and live your life. They feel like you're too much work because they need to drag you along. So start showing you have your own life. Nunu, may I please have a message from spirits for your dad? Of course, sweetie. Oh, some people are annoying you and getting on your irritation level. Try to stay kind and friendly and nice. Then donate. That's how it works here. Minis are for free. And are at random. So what I'm picking up on is that you need to always choose the high road, because long term, when you're frustrated and you put that on that person, then you will be the one feeling annoyed because you don't like to be not in a good term with somebody. So you will suffer anyhow. Hope that makes sense, sweetie. Shirley, tap your screen and donate on PayPal. Thank you, my sweetie, for the explanation. May I please have a message from Spirit for the rest of August? Of course, sweetie. Let's go there. You need to choose a new direction, my girl. So whatever you want to put your energy in should be something new, should be something delight, should be something magical. So that should be your main focus, Shirley. There's nothing to be gained by rewalking an old path. So everything is at the max as it could be at this moment, and you can get more abundance by creating something new and putting your energy to that. Okay, sweeties, I'm gonna say goodbye to everybody. I was here for quite a while today. I'll be back on Sunday. If somebody still wants a one-on-one with me, that's possible. Just go to my bio. You two all have a great weekend. Love you all. Thank you for all your trust. Thank you for all the gifts, and see you Sunday. Bye, sweeties, on TikTok. Bye. The same on YouTube. Have an amazing weekend. Hope to see you all on Sunday. Bye, sweeties.